Welcome to Christ Way Church. Here's Pastor Annu with today's message.
The topic of my message this morning is Peacemakers are called the sons of God. Peace is the heart's desire of mankind, but has been unattainable throughout our history. One of the most important teachings of Lord Jesus Christ is the statement, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." Matthew 5:9. It is a sad truth that many of us live in conflict almost every day. It is particularly sad because we all want to desperately live in peace. We want lives free from conflict. People nowadays seem to be continually against something or someone. Each person today wants to do his own thing, to demonstrate his own complete independence of everything and everyone. But we don't understand, we are not and we cannot do what we want like how we feel. We are not independent of we are we are not independent of one another either in thought or in action. We are the part of the total community and we are the part of a family, and we cannot do everything out of our selfish ambition. We should count others more significant, Bible says in Philippians 2:3 and 4. Our communities and our nation as a whole is a battleground of hatred, envy, strife. People hate each other even for small matters. At families, husband and wives are seeking divorce because there is no peace and there is no unity. But God commands to have peace at home. There should be unity between husband and wife. Bible says in 1 Peter 3, "Husband, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to women as the weaker vessel, or your prayers will be hindered." And to the wife, Bible says in Ephesians 5:22, "Wives, submit to your own husbands in the Lord," your own, not anyone else's husband. So for the husbands also, husbands should not show honor and sympathy to other man's wife. That's the meaning. Your own wife, it says in Ephesians 5:20, "Wives, submit to your own husbands." So husband and wife should be submitting and giving honor to each other and have unity for your own wife and husbands and the children. And in the house, there is conflict between children and parents for the same reason. There is no unity. Ephesians 6:1 and 2 says to the children, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord for righteousness, for that is right. Honor your father and mother." There is conflict between children and parents for the same reason. As bad as things may be, this is the only world we can live, and the house God has given, that is the only house God has given us. We cannot choose to go to the other man's house. Okay, for the peace sake, many will do that. For the peace sake, they will run or away from the house, or they want to go to other man's house. That is not the right way, especially as the children of God. We are not given the choice of whether or not we would like to be peacemakers. We certainly aren't given the choice of what kind of world and the family we live in. God has put a high priority on peacemaking. He didn't give this responsibility either to politicians, diplomats, arbitrators, or presidents. He didn't give it to the World Council of Churches either. These peacemakers are very different, vastly different from everything the world would identify as peacemakers. But God's peacemakers are very, very different. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, they shall be called the sons of God." Sons of God then are the true, real peacemakers. If you are called the child of God, you have to be a peacemaker, or you will remain as a troublemaker forever, being mean-spirited, selfish, stirring up strife, and creating conflict for yourself and for others. Peacemaking is not the absence of conflict. We are not instructed to run from conflict, hiding our head, hoping that the conflict will end. The peace at any price mentality is far from biblical commandment. That is world's mentality. For many people, peace could be defined as the absence of war. Peace could be defined as the absence of conflict. But that really is not God's definition of peace. God's definition of peace is not the absence of something. Most people would say peace means there is no conflict, but there is and there is no animosity. But the place where there is no strife, conflict, and animosity is cemetery, isn't it? But we don't want to use the cemetery as the model of peace. Rest in peace, Carol, and peace. The word peace is the Hebrew word shalom, often used as a greeting word or departing word in much the same way we would utter hello or bye. When two Jews used to meet, they say shalom. They didn't mean to say that may you have no more conflict, but they are wishing one another full presence, peace, prosperity, and all blessedness of God. Numbers 6:24 to 26 brings out this idea very clearly. This verse says, "The Lord bless you and protect you. The Lord make His face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord look with favor on you and give you peace." It is important to note that peace in the Bible is always based on the justice and righteousness of God. Where justice prevails and the righteousness rule, there will have peace. But without these two virtues, lasting peace is impossible. The term peacemakers mandates action and initiative. Notice Jesus didn't say blessed are the peace wishers or peace dreamers or peace talkers. Peace must be made. Peace never happens by chance. Peacemaker is never passive. They are active, taking initiative. They are awake and doing. Psalms 34:14 says, "Turn away from your evil and do what is good, and seek peace and pursue it." We should make a constant effort to live in peace with all human beings, from our own and others' quarrelsome, argumentative, and disputative spirit, or we will. There will be, or in us, there will increase strife, quarrels, and wars. Lord says there is no peace for the wicked. You know by now who is wicked. There is no peace for the wicked, Bible says in Isaiah 48:22 and Isaiah 26:3 says, "God will keep us in perfect peace if our mind is stayed on Him and trust Him." For our own peace, we have to live righteously, dealing with our sins, and also we should pray and trust God that God will care us for all our troublesome and the problematic situations. He is our refuge, He is our fortress, He is our everything. He cares for us. So we should not trouble about the things that are troubling us. Then only we will have peace. Or when we leave our heart from that troublesome mind, God start dealing with the problems that are troubling us. You should leave your hand and you should leave it to God. I believe that's what Philippians 4:6 and 7 says. When these two words are taken together, peace and maker, it describes one who actively pursues peace. The peacemaker pursues more than the absence of conflict. They don't avoid strife. In fact, peacemaking creates strife. Because peacemakers are the people who produce right relationship with them and God, and also with people and God. They are the people constantly dealing with their sins and have peace with God. Now, there is a kind of worldly peace that is only the misrepresentation of this issue. It exists in us and in our families. From time to time, it is an uneasy and unrighteous peace. It is an agreement between opponents to stop fighting or arguing for a certain time that is produced by the fact that you won't talk, because if you open your mouth, you know there will be a war, isn't it? So because of that, most of the time we will keep our mouth shut. So just keep your mouth shut and you silently go around while there is suppressed anger and hatred inside. If Friends, you should understand, among our family members, if we are having hatred, bitterness, we will never have peace. Not only at home, anywhere you go, anywhere you touch. That's the reason many people will divorce husband and wife, or they run away from family because there is no peace, there is no, the children run away from the family because they don't have peace, because they can't obey the parents, they want to do what they feel. So they think that going away from the parents' control or the wife's or husband's control is the peace. That's not the case, my friends, you should understand. You should never have strife or unforgiveness or hatred inside among the family members. That will never ever bring peace anywhere you go. Or that is only, even if you feel for a momentary peace you get when you come out from the house, that is a misrepresentation of the peace. You should understand. That's a kind of compromise. Or you know that there is sin in the family. You know that there is iniquity that should be confronted among the family members. But you don't want to confront it because it will blow sky high. So you compromise and you don't stand for the truth, you don't confront the issue for the sake of superficial peace. God never tells us to do that. God wants us to confront the sin, not only in us, but in the family members and in the church members, my friends. This commandment is a real difficult commandment for us to obey. So God never tells us to do that. He never tells us to keep our mouths shut when church members and your family members are sinning and do not care about the righteousness of God, thus have superficial peace at home and in church. God never allows us to avoid confronting sin, to avoid confronting error for the sake of superficial peace. This is what says in Galatians 6:2, James 5:19, and Romans 15:1 and 2. The Bible kind of peace, the peace Jesus came to give us, conquers error in us, confronts sin in our family and church family members, and produce true peace. The greatest peace is not the Cold War, the greatest peace comes after the Cold War, after the conflict. That's the true peace and the lasting peace. Peace is never sought at the price of compromising error. Peace is never sought at the price of sin or unrighteousness. Hebrews 12:14 says, follow peace with all men and holiness. In other words, it is not a true peace if you don't confront sin. In fact, Jesus said in Matthew 10:34, do not think that I came to give you peace on this earth. I didn't come to bring peace but sword. Before the peace can happen in you and in the family, the sword has to fall. Before there can come the true peace, there has to be the sword that falls and be the tremendous presence of God over there. Thank you, Jesus. The confrontation is necessary. It is God's commandment. The unmasking of sin is necessary for the peace to attain. Please never deny the truth that every human heart is wicked unless he deals with his own sin. He will never get peace, my friend. This is the peace that Jesus came to give. Jesus told in John 14:27, I came to give you peace, not like the world gives. This peace you don't get by one prayer or fasting. You have to obtain. Confronting your own sin, not only confronting your own sin, when you are not obeying this commandment of confronting other sin, you will not get peace. That is how the children of God are made. The command of peacemaking is a divine work. The life of Jesus on the earth and the death on the cross was to bring peace of God and for our healing relationship of peace with God. Jesus paid a very large price for our experience of peace. Psalms 85:10 says, righteousness and peace are kissed each other. No one is going to have peace without righteousness, peace of the world. Or people of the world are in war with God and they will never be able to have peace from anywhere. Unless their old sins are forgiven, and the old sins can be forgiven only through Jesus Christ, and only Jesus can lead us to the righteous way. Because only God can send the Holy Spirit to do all these work. Without the help of the Holy Spirit, no one can do the righteous work. Many people will preach righteousness, but human effort, human ability, human capacity, human power cannot get the power to do the righteousness. So any man is in Christ is a new creation. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, and Romans 8:6 and 7 says, mindset on the Spirit is life and peace as long as a person is untransformed. Even after he accepted Christ, as long as a person is living in his old sins, there will never be any peace in him and in his family. Jesus came to bring peace, but first there should always be a sword. Without sword, that has to cut you, cut your family members. Otherwise, peace cannot be attained in you and in your family. Sword has to kill. Jesus told, I didn't come to give you peace, but I came to give you sword. The sword has to kill our unrighteousness. God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. And in Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, toward the Lord, the thoughts of peace. The thoughts of peace ever can come constantly to a person only through God Almighty. Proverbs 12:20 says, there is deceit in the hearts of those who plot evil, but joy for those who promote peace. It is difficult to be a peacemaker if we are compromising or if we are not pursuing peace with people in our life in God's way. It's the commandment for us to pursue peace and build each other up, Romans 14:18. And remember, to pursue peace, we have to confront the sins. We have to face the reality of our inborn sins. We should not keep justifying. Many of us, our qualities, what we will keep justifying ourselves, that will never give us peace, my friends. Understand. And in Paul's letter to Romans, he exhorted, if possible, as far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all men. Romans 12:18. Paul says, if it is possible, sometimes peace is not possible with some people. There are those argumentative, uncooperative type of people who won't easily accept their sins and correction. They justify their sins. You cannot always live at peace with such kind of people. You should understand the truth. Let's focus on the phrase in Romans 12:18, which says, as far as it depends on you. The hallmark of the Christian is the ability to get along with other people. The testimony of churches is the ability to get along with the other people, however they are. We have a God-given responsibility to live at peace with everyone and to pursue peace. 1 Corinthians 7:15, Paul said, God has called us to peace. Does that mean that we agree with everything and say yes to everything, to everyone, even if they do wrong? No, never. Sometimes some things we agree to disagree. God wants His children to be bridge builders, not the bridge breakers. What can you and me do to build this bridge of peace? Peace is the gum. Okay? To make the relationship. Peace is the gum, you should understand. So what can you and me do to build this bridge of peace? Peace is not the compromise with that which is wicked or evil in us. It is not humbly submitting to error, not refusing to stand for the righteousness of God because of the fear of the soul. Many people will keep quiet, otherwise you know that the situations will go high. Isn't it? To obey this command in Matthew 5:9 to be a peacemaker, first of all, you have to find peace in Christ. Only if you have attained peace, only you can be a peacemaker. So that is the strength to withstand any sword that falls on you. Not that good. We can give what is not real to us. Peacemaking begins with our experience of peace in our own heart. We have to deal with our personal sins and stand for the truth of God, because you should understand when you go to peace, when you go to make peace, it's not important. Okay? It should not cut you. If you are strong only, the sword will never affect you. That's the reason. First, you should have peace. You may have made peace with God. Matthew 18:15, Jesus said, if your brother means it can be your family members, the church members, sin against you, go and rebuke him in private. If he listens to you, you have won your brother. Peacemakers take the initiative. You have to make the first move, but if you say, why should I go to that person when he doesn't listen to me, or in turn he will hurt me? Maybe there are people like that, but you may say, I don't want to go to that person. He's not worth. I'll not do that. But can you say no? You have to go to that person because Jesus asked you to do. And you should understand, without sword, you cannot obey this commandment in Matthew 5. Sword will fall. You should be ready. But that sword should not cut you. So, without sword, you cannot obey this commandment. From the opposite party, you have to receive his anger, irritations, and many relational conflicts. You should not cut you into pieces. The following verses of Romans 12:18, that is, after it says, if possible, as far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Verses 19 to 21 instruct us, beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, the Lord says. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give something for him. Doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Since men became the enemies of God, they have been ready to become enemies to one another. You should understand. All those who are living against God, all those who cannot obey God and live, they are the enemies of Bible says. So when the people are living as enemies of God, they have no problem to be enemies at home among the family members and their neighbors. Please understand, this is a truth. Even they are your own families, they have no problem to live as enemies. You should be ready to tolerate the injury they cause when you go and correct them. Jesus said, we have to have peace with each other at home and outside. So without confronting, if you are compromising, if you are having peace, that is not the peace Jesus came to give you. You will never get peace also. Mark 9:15. A peacemaker has to be merciful. That means he should be willing to forgive the people. He cannot demand the right at that time. So, as far as possible, be at peace with others. So we are commanded to seek peace, and we should remember it is not always depends on us. That peace is the peace that Jesus Christ came to give us. Is not always depends on us. Others may slander, that means they may speak and damage your peace, and they will criticize and injure us, and for their attack we are not answerable. Please understand, for their attack we are not answerable, we are doing God's work. But we have to remember, we are answerable in our conduct towards them. It may not be possible to prevent their injuring and opposing us, but it is possible not to begin contention, that is heated argument with them, and when they have commenced a strife, seek peace. That means don't be angry with them. Forgive them and pray for them. It is hard for us. These moments are really hard. Please understand, but we have to obey. Ask the children of God. If we are not obeying this part and having peace, that is necessary solution. So you should understand, It should begin. So when it begin, the contention, that is heated argument, you have to stop it. It's the time to stop, and you have to make peace. At that time, you are making peace is forgiving that person and not keeping and not being bitter. At the same time, you have to pray for yourself and that opposite person. It is hard, really it is hard for us. But I tell you, you have to try, you have to pray and do it. And God will give us strength to do this. This is God's work. We have to be peacemakers if you are a born-again person in a family. The rest of the family can come only if they are peacemaker. Peacemaker, so the command to us in Romans 12:18 is we shouldn't avenge ourselves. But see, if vengeance is mine, God says, we should not avenge ourselves. We should allow God's wrath to fall. God's wrath will be always on them because when they don't want to deal with their sins, they want to live in the way they want. You should understand. They don't understand. Or they may be ignorant, or they may be knowingly, they will act as if they are ignorant. But God's wrath will always fall. We should understand. So we should leave it to God and for God's wrath, because He says we should leave them to God, knowing that God's wrath will be following. And you should understand, peacemaking in others' life is the responsibility that God has given to every child of God. And it is not easy, my friend. It is a painful work. It is a painful work. Many people will not do this painful work and be happy in Christ. That happiness and the peace in Christ is, I tell you, just superficial peace and happiness. It takes time, a lot of emotional energy, and what is risky, sometimes you get bruised. Mentally or physically. That's the reason Jesus has told them peace, sword, be careful. You can protect yourself by keeping yourself holy. You should look in your heart. You should never have bitterness and anger towards that person. What he has done to you. Only that quality, that virtue, can protect you. Please understand. But if you are having the bone, revenge and bitterness and anger towards the other party, understand, you will get Hallelujah. And God's wrath will be following them, we should understand, because they don't want to confront their sins, which God won't tolerate. God won't tolerate the sinfulness and sin in anyone. We are doing God's work. We should ask God's help to convict the sins of that person, not to justify anymore, and to give them strength to sanctify themselves. We should continue to love them because 1 John 4:20 and 21 says, if anyone says, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. You can't love your brother who hates you. You cannot love God. You may be telling God, I love you. That is just your lip service. That is not from your heart, and that God will not accept it. And this command we have from the beginning, it says in verses 21, whoever loves God must also love his brother. And Luke 6:27-28 says, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. These are the things you have to do it. You have to pray for those who abuse you. You have to bless those who are against you. You have to bless them, don't curse them. Please understand. What will do the blessing work? Your work is blessing them. Hallelujah. On the other hand, if you don't follow this course, you will dwell on disappointment and allow that disappointment to control your life. The result is self-pity, bitterness towards everyone and towards you and God, isn't it? Tell me. The whole world is enjoying the self-pity party. Pity party. Bitterness towards everyone. Bitterness towards God. Inside. They are keeping it, but outside they have a plastic smile. People will think that, oh, they are all happy and peaceful. No, my friend. Jesus said, I came to give you peace. It is not like the world gives. Now you understand how God gives. You have to be a peacemaker for yourself, and you have to be a peacemaker in others, which is risky, which is dangerous. Their soul is involved. Please understand my friend. So to be a peacemaker, you have to take the first, you have to take the initial step to get up from your seat and go and meet that person. But before you speak, you need to pray for yourself and that party, because Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouth, but only such is good for building up as fits for the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear." Remember, you should always be wise in Christ, not be foolish. Ecclesiastes 10:12 says, "The words of the wise man's mouth win favor, but the lips of the fool consume him." Solomon wrote in Proverbs 15:1, "A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath." We are all harsh. In our talk, we are harsh. We should be gentle. My friends, don't tell that, don't justify yourself and say, "I'm all like this, I cannot help myself." You cannot help yourself. That's why Jesus came into your life. You should pray. Wherever you are weak, keep praying. Prayer is not a 10 minutes affair and leaving your life rest of the time for yourself. But always contacting God. That's the reason Bible says, keep on praying. Never cease praying. Keep praying. Always pray. You should always have understanding and watch and pray. Not watching the clock, but watching your own self and the people. Hallelujah. So Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away anger." These things are not there in us. A gentle answer won't come from us. Always a harsh answer will come. But that will stir up the wrath, stir up the fight. You should understand. You should attack the sin problems in others, but don't attack the people who are sinning. Attack the sin, but not attack the people. You are attacking the people, isn't it? Not the sin. When you put the above steps into practice, Jesus says, "Blessed are those who are peacemakers, and you will be called the sons of God." The word called means to be officially designated as holding a particular rank. You may assume that at first glance, Son of God means same as the children of God. Bible says it in Matthew 5:10. The peacemakers are the Son of God. So, looking at that verse, you may be thinking that every child of God is the Son of God. Peacemakers are all the sons of God. So, sons of God are different. The term are not identical. Sons of God, the term sons of God and the children of God are not identical. A child of God is the one who is the part of the family. It's a statement of position. Every born again person is a child of God. A son of God is the one who is like the family. It is a statement of character. A son of God is the one who not only carries all family name, but bears the family resemblance and reputation. Is the Son of God. And Jesus is saying that as His followers become the peacemakers, they will be recognized. Yes, when we are born again baptized, we are the children of God. We should move on to be the sons of God. Only sons of God live in heaven. Understand? It is not easy to be a son of God. Okay, it is easy to be a child of God. Okay, you can pronounce your own sins and take baptism, you will be a child of God. But to be a son of God, you have to be a peacemaker. This is a very difficult job for us. How much you have to become your God? How much you have to increase your prayer? You cannot just stop it by saying that, "Oh, this is very difficult." You have to be a peacemaker at home and in the church. So Jesus is saying that His followers become peacemakers, then only they will be recognized as the Son of God. And in Romans 8:14 says, "Son of God are led by the Spirit of God," not their own spirit. And James 3:18 categorically says, it says, "Only peacemakers who are the sons of God can bear the gospel." So if you are finding peace in your own compromising way, you will never ever pray to a person. If you just shut your mouth for the sin in your family, because if you open your mouth, word will come, sword will fall, and if you're just keeping quiet, my friend, you will never dare to a person. Hallelujah.